And if you are an entrepreneur, your job and your main priority is to serve people. And when you serve people, yes, you can be filled up and your cup can be filled, but the reality is that you're a human, you are working within a physical body, and as you emit out energy, as you serve people, you will get drained.
This is Secrets for Success.
All right. Welcome to the Secrets for Success podcast. I'm your host, Greg Tod. Today is a holiday version of the podcast. We are going to talk about the holidays and how you should be managing your time and managing different parts of your schedule during the holiday season. So before I even start, I want to wish you a happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. You know where I stand with this. I want to wish you an amazing time during this time. Be grateful. Be grateful for whatever it is that you bow down to, whatever it is that you call your maker. This is a great time, and I want you to be able to enjoy it. So I want to tell you guys how I do it, because this is also a very unique time right now that you can separate yourself. One of my coaches, Ed Milet, talks about this time as separation season, right? And this is a time where most people are kind of packing it in. And there's like, you know what? I'm done. Everybody else is not doing anything during the holidays, so I'm not going to do anything at all. See, I think there's a balance. I think there's a balance between making sure that you are separating yourself from the competition, because many of you are entrepreneurs and you are in competition, okay? You're in competition with other people, but primarily you're in competition with yourself. So you got to be a better version of yourself than what you were last year, or what you were last month, or what you were a quarter ago, right? And then this is also time that you want to make memories and you want to spend with your family. So there are three ways that I block my time every single day, okay? I block my time in this way, and when I am dialed into this, like, I'm locked in. Things are moving forward. I am able to take care of myself. I'm able to take care of my obligations. I'm able to make my businesses move forward when I adopt these things. And this looks a little bit different during certain times of the year. So I want to talk about those three things. And then I want to talk about how I am managing it during the holiday season. And hopefully you'll get some value from this. So here are the three different ways that I separate out my time. I have me time, I have magic time, and I have mat time. So let's break down each of those different subgroups of how we're utilizing our time. Let's talk about me time first. So me time is time that I am taking care of me. Time that I am improving myself mentally, time that I am growing, time that I am learning, time that I am taking care of myself emotionally, times that I am upping my spiritual game. These are times for Greg, okay? This is also, like, for instance, when I go and I fish, that's my me time, okay? That is time for me to basically pull away from everything that is not business related. This is not even time that I am doing, I'm spending with my family. This is time for me. And if you are an entrepreneur, your job and your main priority is to serve people. And when you serve people, yes, you can be filled up and your cup can be filled, but the reality is that you're a human, you are working within a physical body, and as you emit out energy, as you serve people, you will get drained. You're human, okay? So don't get it twisted. Yes, I love what I do. Yes, I work within my passion for the most part. But when I am exchanging value with people and I'm serving people, it can get draining. When you are serving your family and you're committed to making life better for others, you will be drained. So you need to make sure that you are doing things and you are intentional about edifying yourself, about making yourself feel better, about growing, about expanding, about investing in your temple. All of these things are extremely important. And that is my me time, okay? My me time can be anywhere between an hour a day. It can be up to 3 hours a day. It really just depends. Most days, my me time is about an hour and a half. It's usually about 20 minutes of me doing spiritual, emotional-based activities that are edifying myself. So that can be me reading the Word of God. That can be me meditating. For me, I'm using the Peloton app when I'm doing my meditation. Sometimes I'm not even using an app. I'm just trying to get myself into a quiet place. That could be me reflecting what things triggered or bothered me yesterday that I need to just process and write on paper so I can move forward from it. That could be personal development. That's usually about 10 pages a day that I'm doing, especially when I'm following the 75 hard routine. That could be 20 minutes at minimum, an hour and a half at maximum of working out. It's basically my me time. That is for Greg and Greg only. You need to be doing that regardless of if it's a Christmas season, it's New Year's, it's what you need to do that, because if you don't do that, you are going to eventually feel it. You won't feel it right away, but eventually you'll start to see that it will trickle down into your productivity and other areas of your life, okay? That's me time. And during the Christmas season, during the holiday season, you need to make sure that you're spending at least some time with that, okay? All right, number two. Number two is your magic time. Your magic time is a time that you are intentionally spending towards growing your business. That's where you are working on your business. For some of you, that also means that you're working in your business. So here's how the magic time is broken down. It's broken down into 4 categories: implementation activities, unification activities, communication-based activities, and visionary activities, okay? So let's talk about each of them. Implementation activities is when you're actually doing the thing, okay? Implementation activities for me is when I am coaching other clients. Like next week, as we get into the new year, I have probably about 15 hours worth of implementation that I'm going to be doing for the week. That's me coaching somebody else, not me getting coached. Me getting coached is visionary. Me coaching someone is implementation. It's me trading my time for money. Okay. I don't like to do a lot of it, but we all do some of it. Okay. So that falls into my magic time. Implementation is it's part of the way that I make money. Okay. It's how I fulfill in certain areas. All right. Implementation. When I do group coaching calls, that's implementation. Okay. And those things are important. Now, many of you, unfortunately, all the way that you make money is implementation, but that's part of your magic time. So you want to be able to manage those things. And during the holiday season, maybe you're not doing as much of it. Okay. But you also need to eat. So you have to do some of that as well. It really is just dependent on how your income generation is set up. So that is part of your magic time. All right. Number 2, unification. Unification is important, especially when you have a team of people. You're paying other people to work on your behalf to execute out the mission that you're doing. You need to spend some time doing unification, meaning that you are telling them this is what we need to do. You are galvanizing the troops. You are getting them on board. You're making sure that they know exactly what it is that needs to be done in order to move your business, in order to move the mission forward. Okay, that's unification time. That needs to be done regardless of if it's a holiday season or not. Okay, communication. Right now, I'm doing communication. This is a one-to-many messaging activity. I'm recording the podcast. Okay, podcast is communication. I'm going to be speaking at an event later on today, a virtual event. That is communication. Okay, if I'm going to be doing an Instagram reel, that's communication. When I'm doing a Facebook Live or an Instagram Live, that's communication. That's one-to-many communication. That needs to be done regardless. Now, during the Christmas time, I'm going to be going away for a couple days with my family. And what I do is I will record a lot of my communication activities prior to going away. But I know that I need to do communication and nobody cares for me to go away. If I want my viewership to continue to listen and consume my content, I better do all this stuff before I go away. So you can batch create your communication if you want to be able to take off more magic time so that you can have more me time. Okay. All right. And then number 3 is my mat time. It's messing around time. Okay. That is a time where I am hanging out with my family. Like during the Christmas season, we are watching all the movies, watching the Home Alone 1, 2, 3, and all that stuff. Okay, watching Elf, watching this, watching all the ones on Netflix, all the romance comedies. Okay, blah, 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 blah. That's messing around time. We're doing family puzzles. We are going to Busch Gardens for the Christmas season. We are going away on a little mini vacation. I usually don't do more than 5 to 10 hours a week of messing around time. But during the Christmas season, during the holiday season, it's probably double to tripling. All right. So you guys, those are the three different categories that I'm putting my time. And you just look, you have to do all of them at all times. There's no way around it. You're not going to be so locked in that all you're doing is magic time and you're not taking care of yourself and you're not giving yourself time to decompress. Your magic time is going to suffer. So you've got to do the me time and the mat time during the magic time. But there are certain times of the year that you are more locked in than others. During this holiday season, I highly advise you to have your time to mess around. Okay? Some of y'all, you mess around all the time. That's why you broke. That's why you ain't making no money. So you need to make sure that, hey, you know something? Maybe you haven't, as I say, maybe you haven't been a good all year and Santa ain't giving you nothing. Well, if your bank account ain't showing nothing, then maybe right now you need to not do so much mat time. Maybe you need to focus on your magic time. Just trying to keep it 100, y'all. That's how it works, okay? Your me time is important. You should always make sure you have time for that. Your magic time is extremely important. If your bank account is looking good, you should always do your magic time. But if it ain't looking good, you need to be spending much more time doing that, okay? And then your messing around time, look, if you're doing good and you're feeling good, give yourself a little time to decompress, spend more time with the family, spend more time with your friends. Just hang out, chill, get out the PS5, get out the Xbox. Okay, fine. But then there's a time and place where the mat time needs to decrease, the magic time needs to increase, the me time needs to always be there. I hope that helps you guys, and I wish you an amazing rest of your holidays. You guys, please lock into your business. Make sure you're doing the right things. Quality over quantity. That's the key, all right? And let's keep pushing. Love you guys. Until next time.